Here I'm going to cover one of my essential SEO tools, and that tool is SEO PowerSuite. And I want to cover it because there are so many people asking about it. A lot of people have a lot of interest in SEO PowerSuite, the tools that they offer, and really just how you can benefit from those tools. So we're going to go in depth here, and this is going to be a 4-part series where we cover each one of their tools in depth. SEO PowerSuite actually includes 4 tools, and that is the Website Auditor. And the Website Auditor tool is used to really diagnose all of the on-site problems that a website has. Then there is SEO SpyGlass, which you can use to help find the backlinks that your competitor has. And then you can use the Link Assistant tool to help you find different high-quality backlinks for your site. That's often a problem. Which backlinks do you go after? Which ones are going to be the best ones for your site? How to find a variety of different types of backlinks. So that is really an essential tool that I use for the sites that I work on. And then lastly, you have the Rank Tracker tool. And the Rank Tracker is, as it sounds like, is used to track your search positions. And with these tools, you can also brand different reports if you want to sell reports, if you need to provide reports to your clients. So really, this is a whole SEO suite of tools that you can use that really saves you a lot of time. It gives you tons of results, and it just really pays for itself. In this video, we're going to take an in-depth look into the Website Auditor tool and how to use it. And then we will continue the series by looking into the other tools. So, all right, are you ready? Let's go ahead and jump right in. So here we have the Website Auditor tool. So to get started, all we need to do here is enter the URL of the website that we would like to go after and hit Next. Now what it's going to do is just scan the different site. It's going to crawl through all of the pages. It's going to determine how many different URLs, and then it's going to see what errors occur on all the different pages. So I'm just going to pause this for a moment while that finishes. Okay, so the audit has finished, and as you can see, it's found 324 pages, and it took about just over a minute and a half to do. So the amount of time it takes really just depends on how big the actual site is. So we'll go ahead and click Finish here. And now you can see that's going to give you all the different issues that the site has. So we can see here any indexing and crawlability issues. Were there any 404 errors that were occurring? Was there any issues with the robots.txt file, or does it even exist? Same with the sitemap. And it looks for any redirects, any technical factors. Now here we'll look for broken links. You can see there's quite a few of those. So as you can see, there's quite a few different errors. We have 158 title tags that are too long, and when you click on this particular error, it gives you all of the different pages. It tells you how long the titles are. It tells you what the titles are. So here we can see that it looks like some of them are duplicate. You can see here it says that 79 of these pages have duplicate titles, which is definitely an issue. So that's something to look into. Same with meta descriptions, or having descriptions that are too long, that go above the recommended length. So you can see several of these are quite a bit longer than the recommended length. So this allows you to quickly identify what the issues are, see which pages are having the issue, and then how to actually handle it. So let's look at an example here. We'll stick with duplicate titles. Now, if you're newer to SEO, you're not sure what all of these issues are, what you can do is you can go over here and click on recommendation. So this is particularly helpful if you are unfamiliar with the errors, you don't know how to go about fixing them. This recommendation section is going to tell you what this error is about and then what you can do to fix it. So it's definitely a great tool to have for that. If you want to go by page and you want to look for any of the issues that are going on with that particular page, and you can also go through some of these tabs here. If you have your on-page issues, which page you're looking at, what the titles are, what the title length is, and go through page by page there. If you want to look at any of the structured data markup issues, you can take a look by page as well. You can see which pages here actually have microdata, which ones may not and may need it. Links and technical factors, so how many links are to the page or going from the page, how many are no follow links, how many are broken links. So again, this just allows you to look at different issues by particular pages. So as you go through each of these tabs here, you're going to be able to look at specific issues. So if you like to get an overall view, you can start with the site audit and you can go through that way. But what I like about the tool is it allows you to break down the data in ways that may be helpful for you, but not necessarily for the next person. So you can figure out which layout you like, which one is most helpful for you in the way that you actually work and address each of the issues. So again, you can go through all the resources here and click through to particular issues that you want to tackle at a time, and that way you'll be able to fix the issues and then come back and rerun the audit report. That way you'll be able to see which issues have been fixed, what still needs to be addressed. Now, I often get a lot of questions as well about content and how to optimize particular pages, and so the website auditor tool here is a great tool for that. And what it will do is it allows you to click any particular page. So let's say I want to look at garage door openers. Now it's going to allow you to choose the particular page and then analyze it for specific keywords. So you can go in here, put in your keyword, let's just say it was garage door openers. You can select which search engine you want to look at, and then it's going to process that. So let me pause here for a moment. Okay, so this took less than a minute to do. So now I can look at the report here. I can see what I'm doing well. I can see what could use improvement. So this is particularly good if you are tackling, let's say, 3 particular pages or 5 particular pages on your site, and you want to tackle the on-page issues 1 page at a time. This has given me a score of almost 76%. That's going well. I have 54 issues that need to be addressed. So we'll look down here. We have 2 of our keywords are directly in the title, as you can see here, so that looks good. The title length, it's giving me a warning. So again, it's telling me what the warning actually is. It's telling me that the characters in the title are over 55 long, which means I need to make that shorter. And it also tells me how to go about fixing it and why this is an important SEO issue. So that's one of the reasons, as I mentioned, that I love this SEO PowerSuite tool. It teaches you as it helps you fix a site. So another thing that you may have noticed here is when you click on any of the issues, let's see, keywords and title, it's also going to let you look at your top competitors for that particular keyword. How many times do they have the keyword in the title? You can see for each of these. The top one has 2, all the rest here so far have 1. You can see the total keyword count between the competitors. The minimum they have is 4, the max they have is 10, average of 7. Your total keyword count is 13. So it just really helps you to see what you're doing, if anything is better than competitors, or if there's anything that you could do to improve what you're doing. And then, as I mentioned, the recommendations if you need to figure out what this particular error is about. So you can go through each of those for the page. Now you also have reports, and this is going to allow you to generate reports that you can use for yourself, for your team, for your client. If you want to be able to, let's say, sell SEO services, you want to be able to generate quick reports and show potential clients why sites aren't ranking, you can also give them these particular reports. If you want a report that's more detailed, then you can click on the detailed summary, and as you scroll down you can see it's going to give you more in-depth information. So this can help give you more information if you want to be able to print this out, or again be able to educate potential clients on any issues as well. So this is an overview really of what you can do with Website Auditor. As you can see, this gives you a tremendous amount of information to work with. And oftentimes you'll find that just fixing the on-page issues alone can help you see a nice boost in your rankings. So especially when you're working with some lower competition keywords, I've had sites not ranked in the top 100 results go to the first or even the second page with just applying these on-page SEO fixes. So on-page SEO is extremely important. So this is a great first step in the SEO optimization process. And next we're going to move on to looking at more off-page optimization and looking at competitors and their backlinks and how you can further improve your rankings with that as well. All right, moving right along to SEO SpyGlass. Now, this tool is going to help you find your own backlinks as well as your competitors' backlinks, and it's going to help you to analyze those backlinks, compare them between the different sites, the different competition, and then create reports if you'd like to as well. So there's really a lot here with SEO SpyGlass. We are going to enter the URL that we want to analyze, and we want to enable expert options here. Now it's going to give you a few options. You can pull backlinks directly from SEO PowerSuite's database, and to include even more information, you can also connect your Google Analytics and your Google Search Console account as well, so you can have additional information on your backlinks. Once you've done that, you click Next. Now you can also choose to limit the number of backlinks that you want SEO PowerSuite to find if you know you're working with a particularly large site, for example, but I'm going to leave that unchecked here. And you can also limit the number of backlinks from a single domain. So for example, if you have a backlink but it actually ends up appearing or counting on every single page on a website, you don't necessarily want to see that 50 times and have to wait for that. So you can limit that here as well. So we'll go ahead and let this run, and then we'll take a look at the results. Okay, now the results are in, and now this is a smaller local site, so we are dealing with smaller numbers here, but this has a total number of 18 different backlinks. It's analyzed all 18 of those in about 20 seconds, so it's pretty quick. Now it's going to pull up your report here, and it's going to let you know that you have 18 backlinks, as it had said. 61% of those are do follow backlinks, and they are coming from 9 different domains. And if you have a question about what any of this information means, you have these little question mark icons you can always hover over here. Now backlink progress. Now this is nice because you want to make sure that you have a natural flow that is slowly but steadily increasing the number of backlinks a site has. So if you see huge leaps in the number of backlinks, something's going on. But also when you're looking at your competitors, you can see if they are starting to increase their backlinks, if they're actually working on SEO. So this tells you a lot about them as well. So you can see from March they started with none, and now here in August they have up to 18. So this shows you that they're starting to work on their SEO. Now it's also going to show you which countries the backlinks are also coming from. Of course, if you're dealing with local SEO, the closer to you, the better. And then it's also going to tell you what anchor texts are being used. So if you have all anchor texts that are around keywords or all around just the business name, you want to have a bit of a variety. So you can see here this business does have a bit of a variety here as well. And then you can see which of the backlinks is going directly to the home page, which of them are going to other pages on the site, and it breaks that down here below as well. Now we can go into more detail here in backlinks. Now this is going to give you the backlink actual page where you'll actually find the backlink located, the title of that page, where they're actually linking to your site. So if this is your home page again, or you can see one of the interior pages here, you have the anchor text that they've used. And then you'll be able to see when the backlink started to appear here in your account. And you'll also be able to go through and analyze some of these. You can see if any of these are not necessarily good backlinks to have. You can see here it says there's a 0% penalty risk. So it tells you that they have some higher quality links and there's nothing that they need to be concerned about at this time. You'll see that there's this extra column here, visits to your site. So you'll be able to select the different columns here and you'll be able to click update visits. Now what this is going to do is actually going to pull from your Google Analytics account if you've set it up, and it's going to let you know how many visits the backlinks actually send to your site. So how much traffic is coming from these backlinks to your actual site. So you can see which websites you want to pay most attention to, which are providing the most traffic to you. Now the same here with the quality of backlinks. It's always a concern, especially if you're working with a new site, if the backlinks that they currently have are of good quality. And the easy way to tell here is under link value. Again, you're going to be able to select all of the backlinks here, click on update factors, and it's going to let you know the value of those actual backlinks. So if there's any that are low quality, you can get those removed. And again, it's going to give you all this additional information, how many external links are on those pages, total links. You can see the popularity on social media here, which is very helpful. You want to have backlinks that have good social signals. So updating the factors here will give you a tremendous more amount of information about these backlinks. Now what you can also do is a domain comparison. So if you have your main project, you can select up to 5 of the different competitors here, and what you'll need to do is you'll actually need to create a new project for the other URL. Then you'll be able to go in, insert the URLs, and you compare them. That way it allows you to see your competitor backlinks and why they are ranking as well as they are. That way you can easily determine if you're able to get the same backlinks that they are, and you'll be able to see if they have a natural steady flow of backlinks compared to what you have, how many are do follow versus no follow, etc. So it really helps you see how you are better in some areas than your competitors and how your competitors may be better in other areas than you. So it really helps you figure out which type of backlinks to go after, which is actually what we're going to get to in the very next section when we talk about Link Assistant. But before we do that, the last part here that I'd like to show you in SEO SpyGlass is, again, this reporting feature. So if you want to have a backlink summary, you want to have the overview of this report here, or better yet, if you want to be able to compare the projects and have the different domains compared and see that side by side, you can do that here very easily. And then you can publish that, share it, print it out, email it, and you're done. Now let's take a look at Rank Tracker, which is the tool that is used to track your positions in search rankings. And you can use this to track across different search engines, locations. So let's take a look at how actually you can do this and really just automate this process. So just like before, we're going to put in the URL that we're going to take a look at here. Now Rank Tracker will ask you if this is a new project of yours to connect either your Google AdWords account if you are using paid ads, and also your Google Analytics account, so that way it can help provide you with even better information. So you can put that in and then continue. Now on this screen, this is where it's going to ask you to include all of the keywords that you actually want to track. So I'm just going to put in a few here as an example. Now here's where we can target different search engines. If you're targeting the US, you can choose to target Google, Bing, Yahoo, whichever ones that you'd like. And if you don't care about, let's say, Yahoo, then you can remove that. And if you want to add more search engines, you can do that here. So this will allow you to track in Google Maps, Google Images if you'd like to. So if you're in another country, let's say Australia, you can look here and you'll see Australia comes up, and you can go ahead and just click on the plus icon and it's going to add that to your list to track. So again, you can also track Bing, Yahoo for those countries as well. So just type in your country here and you'll be able to add any of the search engines that you'd like. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and remove Australia since it's not targeting that location, and click Next. So now this is actually going to go out and look for rankings and report back. So I'll stop for just a moment while it completes this. Okay, the rank tracker has finished, and it's going to give us a small report here, and it tells us that we've looked at the 5 keywords that we've put in, and it's found 10 different results, and that we have 9 keywords ranking within the top 50. So you'll be able to edit this number. You can look in the top 100 or even up to 1,000 search results if you'd like to. So now that we pull up the results here, it tells us that we are ranked number 1 for our first 3 keywords, and we are ranking number 3 for our last 2. And then it gives us our Bing US rankings, so we are a little bit lower there, and then for our 4th and 5th keyword, we are much lower. So that can tell us where we are. This is great if you just want to track where you are, if you need to be able to keep clients updated with this, and even more importantly, as you continue to use the tool, it's going to give you a lot of historical data. And this is what I particularly like, because here it's going to allow you to track your progress over time. So as you are working, you can see your efforts. You can see that the line here will continue to increase as you work. And then you'll also be able to see if your site gets penalized. For example, you'll see that the line will go way down, and you'll be able to monitor as you work to see what's working, what's not. So this will be helpful as you can see more historical data as you continue to use the tool, and especially for reporting, it's very, very helpful. Now, as you continue to come back again, you can check under ranking progress. So that way you can see, okay, I initially started with these rankings under this Google rank column, and let's say a week or 2 weeks later you log in and you can see if there's been a difference. So let's say my number 3 rankings have gone up to number 2 or number 1, I'll be able to see that difference. So again, that's going to let me know what I'm doing is actually working, and I'm starting to see some results. Now you'll also be able to see here keywords in the top 10. If you have a whole list, you want to know which of those are number 10, because this is often a great way if you have web pages that are actually ranking low on the first page, let's say 8, 9, 10, just to be able to do a little extra work to get them into those top spots. That can make a huge difference for a website in terms of profit. And then you'll find your not provided traffic. So this is where connecting your Google Analytics account to Rank Tracker is really going to help you get some other keywords and give you some additional information that you may be able to pull from Google Analytics. Now you'll also be able to get a summary here if you like to have a little bit different look, and this gives you more of a report style look. So you can see you have a lot more visibility in Google here than Bing. It's going to give you a summary of your top positions and the number 1 position, top 10, 50, and so on. And you can see how many keywords have moved up or down, of course, as you continue to use the tool. Now this keyword research section is actually going to give you a way to find suggestions for new keywords and also be able to add new keywords to your list. So here you can click on suggest keywords. See if you can pull different keywords from Google related searches, Bing search suggestions, and so on, and then be able to go to the next box and put in some sample keywords here that best describe the business, and then it's going to present you with a list of keyword suggestions. Now likewise, you can also add additional keywords to your research here. And this is right here going to give you your search volume. It's also going to tell you how competitive it is. So this is a very helpful tool right within Rank Tracker. Many people don't realize that Rank Tracker can also help you with the keyword research process right here. And then once you've selected your keywords, you can quickly add them to your list to be tracked, and it's as easy as that. Everything right here in one tool. Now the domain strength tab here is going to give you a general overview of course, the domain, and letting you know how authoritative the actual domain is, and basic information such as Alexa rank. It's going to allow you to look here at how many pages are actually indexed in the different search engines. So for example, you can see there's a very big difference between what is actually indexed in Google versus Bing. So with Bing, you may want to go in and add in a sitemap, for example, and be able to submit that directly to Bing, so they may be able to crawl more of the pages and index those. This is a general overview of the backlinks that are coming into the site, and then also just taking a look at your social media popularity here to see how many social signals the website is actually getting. So you can see if any work can be done on social media platforms to help with rankings as well. So it really gives you a lot here. And lastly, here is where you have the report. So if this is helpful just for you, or if this is helpful to be able to present to clients, you'll be able to customize reports completely here. And you'll be able to add in different views here, competition rankings, keyword research reports here. And you can simply just click on this edit icon, and as you can see, you'll be able to go and add in all these different little widgets right here and create any type of report that you would like. Now, of course, you're here because you're working on SEO. And of course, that means you want to track your competitors so you understand where they are ranking versus where you're ranking, and you can keep an eye on them. So under preferences here, you can go to competitors, and this is where you're going to be able to add in the names of your competitors. So you'll go in, add in their URL, you can put in the name here, and that way it's going to allow you to track the actual competitors. That way when you go into your reporting section here, you'll be able to click on competitor rankings and be able to present a report on where the site is now ranking in comparison to the competition. So this is definitely something that clients like to know, and this is a great way to easily provide that for them and really just automate the process for yourself. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of what you can do with Rank Tracker. So now we'll go ahead and move on and look at the link building process using SEO PowerSuite. The last tool in the SEO PowerSuite bundle is Link Assistant, and this is one of my favorite tools to share with people because one of the biggest challenges is finding high quality backlinks for a website, and that alone can really do great things for your rankings. It can really help you boost your rankings when you can find the right type of backlinks to target, and also being able to find a variety of different backlinks so that it looks very natural in the eyes of Google is also very important. And this tool makes it so easy to do. And this is one I use to find backlinks all of the time. So I want to walk through exactly how to go about doing this. Now, of course, as you know, you put in the URL here. And this is going to take a minute to take a look at the website, to pull in some different factors and generate some ideas for backlinks. So you're going to be able to specify the different types of backlinks that you're going after. So we'll do that as soon as this finishes. Okay, so Link Assistant has now finished and we are ready to start looking for some prospects. So what we'll do here is simply click on Look for Prospects, and you'll see it's going to give you a lot of different options for the types of backlinks you'd like to go after. So if you would like to find some guest post opportunities, if you are looking for people to leave reviews, comments, giveaways, forums, if you just want to list your URL on a link page, directories, and so on. So it really depends on what you're going after. So let's say I want to look for directories. I can simply click directories, click next, and then it's going to allow me to put in all of my keywords here in this box. So I'm going to put in the same list of keywords before. I can select the particular search engine that I'd like to go after again, just like before, and click next. Now here you can configure some additional information. You can ask Link Assistant to only get top level domains versus specific pages. They can pull the title and the description. That just helps you be able to see if it's relevant to the type of site you're working with. And it also will pull the contact information for the particular page, so it makes it very easy for you. So we'll move on here and we'll let it start looking for some potential directories that we can obtain a backlink for. Now you can see that it has returned with a long list of different link prospects that we can go through. It's generated just from those handful of keywords, 163 different ideas. So of course some of these we'll want to go after, some not. So we just need to weed through the different suggestions and see what's going to work here. So you'll see that it also gives us the page title so we can get a better idea if it's related to what we do, the description, and any contact information that it's been able to find. So it also allows us to select a status here if we want to go ahead and send a link request email, if we've actually sent the mail here. So it allows us to keep track of the different links that we're going after and who we've actually been outreaching to. So I'll go ahead and finish this so I can get a full list. So this gives me a much better view than that smaller list there. So it's something I can really work with here. So here we can go through and we can actually click on the link here, and it's going to take us to a live site. So that'll really tell us if this is a type of a site that we would like to go after. And you'll also see here any notes that it says. So especially for directories here, it says we can submit a website. It looks for different keywords to be able to pull some of these different suggestions here. we can go ahead and email the different providers. And let's say I want to email these three at the same time. I can go ahead and click email. You can put in your name and you can edit the subject here, and you'll notice that it's going to give you a template here. And up here you'll be able to select from different templates. So if you are going after a guest post, if you want to have a link removed if you see one that you don't like, if you are looking for a product review, etc. It'll give you different templates to use. But no matter what, I always recommend that you customize this, because of course other people may be using the same ones, and also just making it a little bit more personal and really trying to relate to the person you're reaching out to is going to give you far better results. You can go ahead and edit the template and go ahead and send the email there. So under email here, you're going to be able to see how many responses you've received. So as people actually respond back to your emails, you're going to see them here. You'll also see how many that you've sent out. So this is a really great way to keep track of those who are responding to you, those who are not responding to you. And then what you can do is, once you've gone through this particular set of backlinks, you can go and look for more prospects. And again, it's going to give you this same list that we looked at. And let's say this time we want to go after guest posting. Again, I can enter the keywords that I want to go after, select my search engine, and again, I can let it go through and find me all the different guest post opportunities. So that's going to give me the same type of report. So I'm going to stop that here just so we can look at something else. And I want to look at the reports. Again, as you've noticed, each tool has its own set of reports, and we can go through here and we can look at the different prospects that we have. We can see how many we've actually reached out to, how many backlinks we've obtained, and where in the process we are. So I find this very helpful. If the first link request mail has been sent, if it's been sent a second time, because oftentimes people need to be reminded they have a lot going on, and you can see how many you've been able to obtain from the ones you've sent out. So this is a very helpful report, especially if you want to be able to report back to clients what you've been working on. If they're not seeing necessarily the increase in backlinks that they want to, but you can demonstrate to them how many people you've contacted and are waiting to hear back from. That's very helpful. So as I mentioned, this is a very, very good tool for being able to find high quality backlinks. And one of the questions that comes up is, how do you know if it's high quality? So if you can look at the ranking factors here and go ahead and select all these different backlinks, you can ask it to update the ranking factors. So it's going to go ahead and look for all these different ranking factors. I keep them all checked, and I allow it to run this report here, and that way when it comes back, it tells me all of this information. How many pages are indexed in Google? Does it receive any social signals? What's Alexa ranking? What's the domain age? How long has it actually been around? So which ones are the best backlinks that you want to go after? And then you can select from a variety of different sources and continue your ongoing link building campaign that way. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to be notified of new tutorials, and don't forget to share it with anyone who may find this helpful as well.